Alrighty, hello, everybody. Hope we're all doing well. Having a good Friday so far. I believe we were cleaning a roller coaster. It looks clean. And yeah, I hope everyone is doing well and having a good Friday so far. Wow, you could really see the seam there with the dirt. All right. We need to get a bit of track clean as well. There's a very shiny floor. Do. Can't decide how I want to clean them. I just want to concentrate on the cart. If I want to try and do everything at the same time, we'll just concentrate on the cart, I think. No, don't watch the floor. That's not what we're doing right now. And I'm stuck. There we go. It was basically done. Hey, Serenity. Did you manage to get out of the house yesterday? You went out for dinner? Very nice. Hey, Imran, how's it going? And cheers for the look. It's still very cold, so we'll probably be hibernating for the rest of the weekend, though. God, we're just getting so much rain still. It's just, ugh. Did I buy an extendy for you? I did. I have to keep an eye on our sump pump. It did not appreciate the ice and cold temps earlier this week. Oh, I bet. Seems okay now, but we're heading into another very cold night. What do they recommend with sump pumps and stuff when it's like freezing cold? Because I know a lot of the times with like sinks and stuff, they recommend you leave a drip. I think you're meant to leave a drip going. It's been a long time since I've read up on my freezing water prevention techniques. If you have exposed pipes, you should let the faucet drip. Some pumps are a little weirder. There's not much we can do, but you think the water froze in it earlier this week. Yeah, because I guess it's not the kind of pump you can just turn off for the period either, right? Again, I've never lived anywhere that's had a sump pump either, so I've never had to kind of deal with that kind of thing. LP, you also need to unblock its exit pipe because all the water is going to have to go somewhere. We unplugged it for a day to let it chill out. Gotcha. Nah, not too bad, LP. Even if LP did keep me up very late last night. I am very surprised that that run that felt weak for so long is the one that we managed to win on. That did surprise me. Oh, dear. He swore every way we were going to die. Now, once I got the old, whatever they're called, those dual SMGs, I thought you know, the build I normally go for just benefits so well from them. So like I go all in on elemental. Normally it's either the magazine or the short range elemental I go for. Short range if I see it, honestly. Try to get chromatic. Stack all the different energy types. Hope you get the stuff where the secondary weapon can prop your main weapon. And then because those guns fire so fast, and you can get your proc rate up so high with different things, all of the damage is on elements. Very little of it is based on the bullets that you fire. Oh dear. It's fun though. You have issues figuring the distance for those builds of close or range?
Oh, you are a professional, Boss Bird.
Yeah, I hope everyone is doing well and is having a good Friday so far. Still a lot of... God, we're still on the Marky Mark section. I guess we can just start here. Hopefully people have got nice plans for the weekend, even if it's just staying in. There will be a stream Sunday. I doubt it will be vain. I'm pretty sure I don't refunded it. I'm pretty sure I refunded it on stream. imagine that'll be the divider. In real life, even if I was in some kind of protective suit, I don't think I would get this close to this floor. Oh dear. I'm sure I already have in real life. I don't think I've ever cleaned a roller coaster in real life. I feel like I'd remember that. I'm sure if my family owned a roller coaster, I would have had to at some point. Oh, speaking of, I never actually did go into Discord mod chat and put some of those things family trying to put in the contract. So this deal, which, you know, I've in no way signed, is still, probably never will, it's going through lawyers, they're already trying to enforce it. So again, I don't really go into the house. And apparently the latch for the gate broke. So the gate's just been wide open, apparently for quite a while now. And the dogs have been getting out, causing all kinds of mayhem. Again, things I didn't know. And they got very upset that the gate wasn't magically fixing itself. Dear. But yes, so one of the things that had never been sent to us was apparently a list of fines. Dear. Now, I did fix the gate because even though I don't do anything for the family, I don't want the dogs getting injured. So I did fix the gate, and it took all of 20 seconds. I don't really understand why they didn't do it themselves. So yeah. And they still find it so weird that I ignore them and don't seek them out on a daily basis to ask them what they need. They find that bizarre. Why don't you want to spend time with us? It's like you don't like us or something. Yeah, you pretty much hit the nail on the head there. But yes, the lawyer friend is now 70% certain that they've now done enough bullshit which breaches the original deal that I can indeed just sell what I have to anyone I fucking want. And I believe that's probably what's going to happen. I mean, again, how long ago was it that they were meant to have had the shed empty? It's fuller than it's ever been with rubbish, even though I emptied it a little bit just before Christmas. Yeah, the emptying was in the original deal. Oh yeah, I keep on taking pictures of the shed being emptier and then full of rubbish. Yeah.
Go ahead.
That is the bit we're working at now. Honestly, right, dog? Because again, I know it's a nuclear option and there's probably no walking back from it. And I know at the moment I just can't pull that trigger. I'm like Europe with America at the moment. I want to tell Trump to piss off, but I can't right now because Russia might invade. Sure as not where you're at now, and you have to have all of your stuff out first? Yes. I also don't have any idea how much I'm likely to come out with. Like, I have no idea what the property, like the land itself, is worth. I'm trying to convince, sadly, all of the estate agent friends I used to have are no longer estate agents. They've made their money and they're just living the life of luxury. But I'm trying to convince some of them to come out and just give me an idea, but they have to turn up in a car that doesn't have estate agents all over it. Because, yeah, like I said, the other day I was looking at local market rents and Jesus H. Christ, man. Like I said, I think a room in a house, possibly with bills included. Some of the postings are very sketchy on that. It's going to be about $900 a month, and that's just for a room. And I don't know if I can live in a room with other people around, but so of course the other option is to look further afield. But I think there would have to be a time where I'm still here trying to sort stuff out before I could run away further, which would be the ultimate goal. Maybe you're not just... Oh, that's the shadow, not a different colour. Okay. 8 years for the Let Ride Dog. Oh, dear. And then I'm also going to have the trouble with trying to rent that, well, as it is now anyway, that, you know, I'm not employed. I do not have a regular income and I don't have any money in the bank. So realistically, I'd probably have to pay up front. And then, I mean, I guess worst comes to the worst, I can live in a tent for a while. God, this bit of floor was a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. But yes, unfortunately, I feel like this year is going to get even more interesting and depressing, which... Alright, let's clean this nest and these eggs. But it is amazing how little work is out there at the moment. I was honestly quite surprised. Locally and further afield. Nobody wants to spend money at the moment, which I understand. Unless it's on AI. Sadly, I'm not an AI. I could probably pretend to be an AI. Oh, speaking of AI, I can't remember who turned me on to LinkedIn Lunatics. But oh my god, that has been a source of amusement. There. How's it going, Tiny? I'm gonna go to my OnlyFans for that. There. I was just saying, I can't remember who turned me on to LinkedIn Lunatics, but there's a great post there the other day about someone basically talking about using human thinking and thought, but they'd only thought of doing it because of AI, and it was fucking hilarious. Hey, cheers for the lurk, LP. I honestly think AI's biggest problem, because I think AI probably does have potential, right? the way computing is going to work in the future is going to be vastly different from the way that it happens now, right? But I think they're trying so hard to prove that this generation of AI is worthwhile when everybody knows it isn't. And for God's sake, apparently even Apple are going to do a wearable badge thing now for your AI companion. Steve Jobs would be spinning in his grave. Also, please don't get wearable pin tech, people. It's already annoying enough when people are on their phone and you can hear both sides of the conversation because they put it on speakerphone for some stupid reason. Trying to get this log clean with a family of elephants. I think this elephant may have been killed by the alligator and this elephant is out for revenge. I don't even know if they're elephants. Hey Trunks, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Okay, this is also an alligator. Don't ask. I'm alright. I'm alright. I'm just saying before that the family are now trying to find me for things, so you know. It's going grand. Oh dear. Oh, they broke the gate to the house, and I hadn't fixed it. You know, a gate I don't use, and I had no idea it was broken. And it's not my responsibility to fix. But yeah, they're trying to find me because I hadn't magically fixed it. I'm actually not keeping up with my end of the non-existent bargain where I walk the grounds every morning to make sure everything is tip-top shape. Duh. I'm honestly intrigued to know what it is they're aiming for in all of this. Duh. You know, it's like Trump saying, you know, oh, the UK trying to do business with China, that's bad. Yeah, do you know why we're trying to do business with China, Mr. Trumpington? Dear. Oh, there's absolutely no basis. It's based on a deal document that hasn't been signed. It's still going through the legal process, and this whole fine thing is based on something they'd never sent across. So yeah, like it's not enforceable. It's just stupid. Duh. And I don't know if they're just trying to make my life more miserable. Duh. You should sell everything they put in the shed and then sell the shed. Like I said, I think that is the plan, but it's getting to a point where I both physically and mentally pull that switch, right? Duh. Yeah, you know, a lot of it is, you know, it obviously is money, you know, money and kind of my unwillingness to. Well, at the moment, it's not even my unwillingness. It's, yeah, it is. There is not a lot of work out there. They will be like, who's going to fix our shit now about paying them? Oh yeah, like it's why I'm wondering, is it, I don't think it is they're trying to get rid of me. I think it's classic trying to break you down kind of mentality, right? it's a lot easier to control someone when they think they're stuck. And I think that's what they're trying to convince me I am, that I'm stuck. Ah, there. But honestly, I don't think it's. I mean, you know, the money stuff does hold me back a little bit, but it's the mental stuff more. No fishing, and he's fishing. I need a dead set lottery. Oh, wouldn't that be nice, right? Or just one of my many ill-fated projects to catch on, make some cash. Hashtag OnlyFans. I mean, the old emergency ripcord used to be that Knight was going to buy my feet pictures, but, you know, he's not around anymore. Touching that coin person, money maker. Oh dear. Oh no, it's K-pop Demon Hunters. I kind of hate that I even know that. At least he talks to someone. Yeah, let's not get any more episodes of the #1 Murder She Wrote podcast in Finland or whatever the fuck it was. Recorded. I'm glad he is doing okay. It's always good to know. There. You got 2 words? All right, we're getting there. There's bound to be a lot of little things we've missed. Oh dear. The power of nag. So apparently World of Warcraft did a big Future of World of Warcraft event. That's all I know about it. Apparently there was some kind of event. Apparently Overwatch are doing one as well soon. Possibly have already done it. I don't know. I've been married a long time ago. Come from where did you go? Where did you come from? Where did you go? Hooray! Overwatch will have housing. You're feeling optimistic over this. It's the most positive you've been in a while. Nice. Do 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 do. Ooh, a solar system exhibit. Don't you try and say that the world is a globe. It's flat, goddammit. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? Polish them balls? Only fans. Oh dear. When Patreon pays out, I am very tempted to make a second mug. Mainly because I want a new mug. And possibly a hat. There. So basically they're made on demand, but before I'd be willing to sell them, I'd want to get like samples sent, and you got to pay for those samples. Do I need to send more toques? I wear that thing daily on my bike. It is very good. Yes, I know I should wear a safety helmet, but I don't. Oh my god, are we out of songs already? Wow. Beanie? Hope you're doing well on Aaron. Hope you've had a good week. Someone's week has got to be improving, right? Doodle-doo, doodle-doo-doo. Dear. Do-do-do-do-do. Mostly the same, still Garbo. Ah, sorry to hear. can I afford the even longer thing for this? Wait, I can just go to a shop and buy an extension? There's a money maker right there. Danger zone. It would. It would indeed. Look, probably from any time due to meeting. Hey, have a good one, LP. I was going to ask people what your plans are for the weekend, but I'm assuming you're all rushing out to watch the Melania documentary. The most clearly not bribe I've ever seen in my life. The First Lady, Melania Trump. They made a documentary about her life. Because Amazon decided to pay, what, 75 million or something? Because it's an interesting story. Not a bribe. Not a bribe. Wasn't a bribe. Don't know why you think it was a bribe. And then the other thing is I saw Trump is suing yet another US government agency for $10 billion. Do you think he watched Austin Powers and saw Dr. Evil and was like, yep, that's the guy. That's the guy. That's my role model. Because they released his tax returns, which showed that his empire is all based on House of Cards, like most business empires. Oh, speaking of Dr. Evil, I watched the first 2 episodes of Star Trek Starfleet Academy. Oh boy. Honestly, it is not made for me, right? It is not a Star Trek property that is made for me. It is I feel like it's trying to be the Harry Potter / Buffy the Vampire Slayer of the generation who are teenagers now. My honest review of it is I honestly think it's terrible. But I understand I'm not the audience for it. You know, it's definitely not good Star Trek. I know it's based in the weird future where Star Trek has had a big, like there was a big thing and it all went to shit and it's all so much worse than it was when Captain Kirk was flying around. But yeah, like it feels bad. One, I don't really see how you can have a Star Trek when they're not trekking through stars, but you know, that's just all of these franchises are widening their appeal, so that's fair enough. But no, I mean, it feels very much like a Buffy if Buffy was made now. And yeah, I'm just not of the generation where they were still in space. And let's be honest, Deep Space Nine only really got good when they brought in the small runaround ship so they could go trekking through space. But no, like all of the people who are saying it goes against what Star Trek stands for, I think are just completely wrong. It's kind of like when there was the huge backlash against Doctor Who and Doctor Who going woke. I say woke in quotation marks because that word means absolutely nothing and people need to stop using it. And if you have complaints, actually verbalize them so I know what the fuck you're talking about. It's very young. Like, you know, the humor, the characters, everything about it is incredibly young. I wouldn't say it's very well written, but that's a lot of Star Trek these days, honestly. And when you look at some of the older Star Treks, possibly most of Star Trek is not well written. It's definitely playing for the very left liberal crowd, but then I would argue that Star Trek has ever since The Next Generation. Maybe the original series not so much. But you know, it's definitely playing for them. And it's playing for the younger liberal crowd, right? I even hate putting it in those kind of terms because it's just it's bad terminology to use, which means nothing. My main complaint is the acting is atrocious. Like so funny it's bad. You know, the new young people, fair enough. Now they do seem to have gone out of their way to break every single Star Trek trope that exists, which I think is a little bit of a shame. Like for some reason the Vulcan is fun loving and loves to pull pranks, which doesn't make a lot of sense based on what we've ever been taught about Vulcans, but you know, it's fine. It's new. But yeah, like Holly Hunter performance is atrocious. I honestly, I assume she was on something while filming this, because if she wasn't, it doesn't make a lot of sense. I've seen her act in other things, and I know she can act. But you know, if it finds an audience who likes it, and like with most Star Treks, it takes 3 seasons, well, 2 seasons, normally on the 3rd season is where they find their footing, and it actually gets good. But no, it's not one that I can see myself keeping on watching. I think Lower Decks was probably the last one I enjoyed from start to finish, and interestingly one that started off quite well from the very beginning, which is very unusual for Star Trek. Like Next Generation seasons 1 and 2 are absolute trash. They had no idea what they were doing. Is it just the original series too, or are we trying to do something different? But, you know, they found their footing and they made some fantastic sci-fi TV in the end. Lower Decks was also, me thinking Lower Decks knew exactly what it was. Yeah, I think Lower Decks was the kind of interesting one because it's still Star Trek, but it's them taking the piss out of themselves, which I think is exactly what Star Trek needed at that point, right? Star Trek as a show takes itself very seriously, and I think that is important that Star Trek takes itself very seriously because it's that kind of show. But there are so many things that have proved that you can take the piss out of Star Trek and all those kind of shows while still making good content, right? Like, fuck. What's that movie with Alan Rickman, Sigourney? Galaxy Quest, right? Galaxy Quest is a fantastic movie in its own right that is taking the piss out of Star Trek, right? And it works so well because it is a great film which has a lot of respect for the thing it's taking the piss out of. And I think that's what Lower Decks. Yeah, I think that's what Lower Decks did quite well. That's probably the porn version of Lower Decks. It probably exists. Did quite well. And then I think having original cast members turn up who were also in on the joke, I think helped Lower Decks as well. By having Riker turn up and just be willing to completely lampoon the character of Riker, I think was fantastic. But, you know, it was also full of heart. It was full of friendships and adventure and everything you expect from Star Trek. So, it was kind of nice. I also think one of the things that I've always admired about Star Trek is that it's always tried to paint a brighter future. And in J.J. Abrams' movies, literally it tried to paint a brighter future, which is why it had all that fucking lens flare. Well, at least that's how he tried to explain it. The fact that he's used it in every product he's ever done, I think that was just his excuse when he turned out it was shit. But you know, I haven't liked a lot of new Star Trek stuff, and again, I just don't think I'm the audience for it. Right? It's made, I think, for a younger audience. DS9 broke a lot of rules. Yeah. And like I said, the Deep Space Nine took a while to find its footing as well. I do believe it got better once they found what was their little runaround called? The Defiant? Something like that. And they could finally go off to other places. But, you know, they had some interesting characters. I still argue that the whole Cisco being a prophet and there being gods and all that kind of nonsense is a little bit weird, but hey, I'm along for the ride. But yeah, no, Starfleet Academy is basically Buffy, or, you know, it's a teen drama in Star Trek clothes with the sense of humor of Police Academy. And for me, yeah, I'm not interested. He made a race in the not in the Federation have a strong religion, which the DS9 creator felt was a little ridiculous. I think it's one of those things. I think probably what Roddenberry believed, and I would argue probably a lot of people still believed, is that you're not going to get a unified Earth or Federation or other planets, really. When people come in with such strong religious objections to things, right? And I I see that point. Religion has done a lot of good things. Religion has done a lot of bad things. And a lot of people hide their evilness behind religion. Ron B was post-religion, pure science and logic idealized society. So, of course, religion would be dead in that case. Yeah. Now, of course, the Federation was very much based on American/Christian morals. I think probably, like, Strange New World was probably the last kind of part. Lower Decks was animated, but it was probably the last kind of more classic Trek thing they did. I think Discovery is what introduced this yet another new timeline, right? So it's interesting, Kira, who was always caught in between her race and her role. Yeah. And it did open up some really interesting storytelling implications, right? And I think that was the important part with DS9 and why it worked, is that they introduced the religion so they could tell interesting stories, right? Not just to have it. Like, I'm pretty sure one of the storylines in Starfleet Academy is that the Klingon, and again, they may already have done this. I think there are more episodes out than I managed to watch. The Klingon guy is clearly going to end up being gay. Now, whether they're going to then question that in Klingon society, that then becomes an interesting character trait, right? If it's just there to tick a box, then it just becomes boring and basically an Oscar film. Speaking of Oscar nominated films, I also watched Hamnet. What a piece of shit. From opening scene to closing credits. Please give me an Oscar, sir. Please. Dear. Next season, unheated rivalries. Heated. But, it's one of those things, and I think the other thing that I find depressing about Star Trek, Starfleet Academy, whatever the fuck it's called, is it's set in the 32nd century, and the world is so depressingly like ours, and I don't want to, one of the important parts of Star Trek is that it always tried to instill hope. Especially the original series. I mean, even though it was just wagon train in space, they did always try to inspire hope. And yeah, I don't get that with the new stuff in the 32nd century. It was like the new Star Wars stuff when that came out, and you realize they've been fighting that same war for 80 years. And it's just kind of like, oh, how fucking depressing. I thought they won with the Ewoks. But yes, it'll be interesting to see if it makes it to a second season. Trouble is, like so many things these days, people judge these things before they've even watched them. It's like High Guard, the amount of people who have posted reviews who've never actually played the fucking game. Now, I agree with most of the negative views. I think they've managed to make it an incredibly boring game, but Neptune. Hey, and Owen, thank you very much for the resub.
_Owen just subscribed for 89 months. In Sweden, they don't let any of their cows leave the barn. It's because they want to keep the stock home.
Oh, that's terrible. I love it. Thank you very much, Owen. It is very much appreciated. Forgetting all the buttons. Hip, 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 hooray. You know, Prince, I've got enough rain already in my life. I don't need any bloody purple rain. Better than yellow rain, I guess. You don't know what to do with purple snow. No golden showers for Keiki. I'll be honest, and again, no kink shaming. I do not understand the appeal of someone peeing on you. But if that floats your boat. I do like these walls. They're... Oh, which planet is this likely going to be? Saturn, maybe? I don't think it's the right color for Uranus. Oh dear. I mean, if it is Uranus, it shouldn't be this dirty. Never heard of wiping? Alright, what is it? Hey, Saturn! If you aim for the moon, sometimes you hit Uranus. And if it's Musk who's doing that, he'll say he was meant to hit Uranus all along. Tesla is stopping S and free production, you believe? Tesla's not a car company anymore, yeah. It's AI. Until AI isn't making money anymore, and then it'll be whatever makes money next, right? It's not AI. Tesla does a lot more AI than just Grok, right? They got all their self-driving stuff, which they're trying to push to everybody, but nobody wants because it's shit. I think they're trying to make their own AI chips as well, aren't they? Tesla. They sold XAI to SpaceX, so it's fine. Tesla are not going to win self-driving because they insist on only vision. The problem with Tesla, and I do not disagree that Elon Musk probably did save Tesla when he first came in, right? But he saved it in the worst possible way because he broke Tesla's vision, which was to make really cool electric cars. High-end, cool electric cars, right? And they ended up making these cheap, tacky pieces of shit. But charged you full price. And then promised you the moon and gave you fuck all, a slap in the face. But of course now Elon Musk's role in Tesla, which the board and shareholders will love, because he's got to make so much money before he can get his insanely ludicrous pay package. He's just going to strip it and milk it, and not care what's left at the end. Already, I think he's put self-driving behind a subscription fee. Modern current Elon is like your bad writing. He's doing these things to say he has them, but they don't make sense and they are not good. I think he's always been that, though. I think that's the trouble. I think for some reason people believe what he says, and I do not understand why, because he hasn't delivered on a single fucking thing yet. You know, in 2016, he said in 10 years they'll have cars on Mars. How's that going? How long has full self-driving been just round the corner? Just round the corner and crashed, unfortunately, but... To me, it's just one of those interesting things, is like, how many times do you let... Clearly some... I mean, I don't think he's an idiot. I don't think he's an idiot at all. I don't think he's as clever as he thinks he is. But then I don't think anybody is as clever as they think they are. Yeah, I just don't know why the market and the money men keep on following him. Well, no, the money men I understand because he makes them money, but the people on the street whose money he's taking, I don't understand why they follow him in the stock market. Like, just why would you? You know, SpaceX is pretty much 100% funded by government subsidies, as was Tesla until very recently. I don't think his Boring Company did anything particularly outstanding. Here's that space game that made more money trying to raise money than actually operating the game. I mean, I haven't been on Twitter/X for years now. Again, I'm not the audience for social media. I have nothing really to share, and I'll be honest, I don't really care what most people are up to. Not made for this modern digital age. I'm gonna go back to the ham radio. Ah, fuck it. I'll just have a ham sandwich. The name Hamlet makes me think it's an animated pig-based Shakespeare. It is not. It's based on a book. It's a book about Shakespeare's wife who loses her baby, who's called Hamnet, and Hamnet is the same name as Hamlet. And yeah. From what I understand, the book is actually quite good, but the movie is any kind of representation of the book. I'm probably not going to agree with that sentiment either. Oh no, it's an Oscar bait movie. That's its pure purpose. Give me an Oscar. It's 100% Oscar bait and it worked, even though you've only seen one positive review of it. It's a bad movie. Like, you know, when a horror movie goes purely for jump scares, like it doesn't earn them. They don't really make a lot of sense in the story, but they go for jump scares. Hamnet goes for jump cries, right? It doesn't really work on an emotional level, but they do the scoring and everything else just right that it's going to prompt most people to cry. Very manipulative of the audience. Isn't that any Leo movie? He's been Oscar baiting for years. A lot of people do Oscar bait movies. I don't really understand why there is such a thing as an Oscar bait movie, right? It's but you know, we live in a world where critics and what they look for and what the general public looks for are very different most of the time. Also, I know the industry will deny this, but a lot of money goes into who wins the Oscars. A lot of money changes hands. Dear. They've changed the voter rules this year. It's more international. I mean, they got to do something. I don't think anybody is particularly interested outside of Hollywood is interested in the Oscars anymore, are they? That's why it's always so depressing when an actor wins an Oscar but then has issues getting hired again. Yeah, but the Oscars is, I mean, I guess the Oscars is Hollywood and is based on theatrical movies, but the Oscars could have adapted to streaming, right? They're not about TV. Oscars have never been about TV. But there are a lot of movies that go onto the streaming platforms, and there's no reason why they shouldn't be eligible. I don't know what. What planet do we reckon this is? That's Neptune. That's Saturn. This might be Uranus. Oh dear. But yes. I am cleaning Uranus. Now, I wouldn't recommend using a pressure washer to clean Uranus. I know bidets are a thing, but the pressure isn't normally this high. I don't even think the French would enjoy this. How's it going on, Brad? Hope you're doing well. Uranus is in such a tight spot. It's hard to get into all the nooks and crannies. Remember, chat, God loved Uranus so much he put a ring on it. So you got that going for you. This is probably Jupiter, yeah. I don't know what this is meant to be going around Jupiter, but... All right, Rocket, where are you still dirty? Right there, apparently. Do they think they had to make Jupiter more interesting by putting a rocket going around it? Disagree, my man. Little boy blue and the man in the moon. You actually need to power wash the siding of the side of your house. Not as much fun as this game makes it seem. Oh, maybe if while you're out there you power wash Uranus. Sorry, I'll stop with the Uranus jokes now. Until I think of another one. You need your car power wash covered with dirt and salt. Alright, what have I missed on the tail? Also, when did I accidentally change the color of you? Oh, maybe I didn't. There we go. Do. There. Nah, you know, it's probably a good thing I didn't think of that before we started watching this one. I was just about to say, I think I have to be careful with this one because I think we could end up giving it a Hitler, but I think we've cleaned enough of it that we can we can avoid that. Snowpile's taller than you. That's a clean Jupiter. Oh, you're small and possibly red. I'm going to get your Mars. Every time you think the snow is going to start going away, the sky dumps more on you. You look like a bowling ball, Mars. Let's go space bowling. I'm going to guess Venus. I think that's Earth next to us over there. It's also super cold here. I'm going to get colder this weekend, so breaking out the hose and the power washing. Yeah, but not a good idea. Oh, we do want to get to our moon? And gets a hole in the middle? Yeah, this seems like how we would treat Earth. Now, the interesting part from a political point of view is going to be which... Did you remove a continent, or did you just take out the big bit of sea at the back? Also, if it happened to start raining where you live while I was doing this... Oh god, I can make the moon spin. Whee! Destroy the tides! Oh, I see. This must be a Neil deGrasse Tyson approved planetarium. No Pluto, eh? Your bar feels real tingly. Does that count? That's for a different reason. I'm pressing the remote. And the internet-enabled things would never catch on. The Internet of Things was made for remote control butt plugs. I mean, what? Oh no, this has got a button. Okay, start exhibit makes a lot more sense. I thought it said tart exhibit, and I was honestly wondering what the fuck was going to happen when I pressed it. Was it going to be delicious jam tarts or a load of French women come out? It'll be very hard on the French today. The French have been very hard on me. But look, we're power washing and we're learning. Now you know the types of stars. A-list celebrities. People have been on a reality show. I feel like this would take longer than doing it the other way. This is a brilliant color of pink they did the floor in. Once upon a time, my hair was almost that color. So am I to understand none of you are going to watch the Melania documentary this weekend? I'm surprised. The trailers made it look so interesting. It seemed up there with watching paint dry. That's all I got. All right, if we look at certain parts of it, it's looking kind of clean. Do I want to clean the sun next year? Probably. I've already cleaned the earth. You're welcome. Oh, it's the ladder it's saying I can pick up. It's like, can I pick up a random planet? Am I a god? Do. don't like cleaning this thing. Come on, Dome. Ping for me. There you go. Oh, that's bright. I mean, it's the sun. Do. All right. I don't know. Hey, what did you do today? I pressure wash the sun. And Uranus. was hoping it would ping. Ping, you big beautiful bastard. There you go. Get off my plane of existence. Zone full of. There's space sharks down there. I think we've got all of the poles. It's not enough of the bar left that the underside of this would need to be cleaned, so it's just got to be these little bits. Alright, so we've got to do the floor and the ceiling. Do. this isn't going to be the easiest thing to wash. There's no kind of atmosphere. All right, where's the seam on this side? All right, do I see any obvious big bits I've missed? Nice. Ooh. What are these? Are these the star signs they put in? Looks like it, yeah. do. Okay, there's the steam. Raisin and coconut. All right. Oh, I'm sure we've probably missed some of those stars. Oh, let's do this last bit of dome. Got my concentration phase on. This is a difficult shape to wash. Ah, difficult's probably overstating it. I hear silence. Wait, can you hear silence? Okay. Oh, now we've got to look even more up. Just when you thought up couldn't get any more uppity. Up to. I've forgotten the name of the dog. Whatever the name of the dog's is, revenge. Quick call for Batcat. All right. I think this is all one thing. All right, I think we've got to go down and clean this floor and all the things that we've missed. Like that part of the roof, for instance. God damn it. How many ceilings does one dome need? 35. Let the ones who are dead. Yeah, we'll be back on Sunday. And then next week, the plan is to do a satisfactory week. In terms of the game, not in terms of stream quality. That will always remain poor. Oh no, what's up, Trunks? Yeah, try and make a big push and satisfactory next week. All right, we got it. People who are still alive. We meant to not have the Agent Chaos this weekend. Mother is having a hard time, and now we have her. And you missed a counseling session. God. Are you missing it because the Agent of Chaos is suddenly there, or? I mean, if you haven't already missed it, I would say just go anyway, but if you've already missed it, god damn it. Do you want me to play a Mako Mango? It's a phone thing. Yeah, I still do my group stuff every week. I don't know, it's still therapy, but oh, Jesus Christ, it's off the rails now. You know, just going to point out that whoever agreed to take the Agent of Chaos because the mum was having a hard time, lovely thing to do, don't get me wrong, but it's them who have to look after it, not you. And again, I know that's hard, easier to say than do. Oh dear. Should I leave you alone? I'm assuming because you're the only one who does stuff with her. What it sounds like, anyway. Your brother's more concerned about his job than looking after her. I doubt it's actually quicker using this thing. I don't think I can afford the more powerful one of these. If such a thing even exists. Okay, so there is a larger head we can buy, giggity. I'll be honest, I can't tell the size difference. Like, did I buy it in the end? Maybe I already had it? Maybe I never brought the small one? I don't know. Okay, no, that time maybe I bought it. No, I have no idea. Maybe this is the big one. I don't know. Turns out he was home today and he could have done more work, but it's too late now. There. You went to do 34 hours, you've done 36 because Mother and Agent of Chaos. Could you like take yourself away to like a hotel for a weekend or something? Your birdhouse fell out of the tree a long time ago and run over by the lawnmower. Ooh, what kind of dirt are you? Oh, I don't think you are dirt. I think you're meant to be the meteor belt. Yeah, I know a lot of stuff over here is still dirty. Agent of Chaos calls. Good luck, Trunks. Do, do. This is gonna take a while. don't care about that. It was just a tiny little bit. Wow. That feels just like Buddy Holly. Alright, where is this floor still dirty? Alright. Getting dizzy. planets getting in my way. Nope, we're going too fast. We're starting to leave things behind. Stupid planets. If I ever meet your captain, even if he is a hero. God, doing this in real life would be murder on your back. Good God. There's a gnome in space. Can I get him? Okay. Do 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 do. Stormtrooper. I still have no idea. If this is quicker than just using the other one. Do, do, do. Hello again, Mr. Gnome. This particular little cleaning job may have gone from relaxing to tedious. Hello again, Mr. Gnome. It pinged, so that's good. $8,000 more to go. Hello again, Mr. Gnome. Apparently Earth needs some more cleaning. You got a lot still needs doing. Oh dear. Hello, Mr. Gnome. I think it's just the floor and then all the bits that we will have missed. Hello again, Mr. Gnome. Nice, it pinged. Mr. Gnome, are you going to be on my way this time? Kind of. Hello again, Mr. Gnome. We did miss a lot there. We may have to go back on that bit. Yeah, okay. I need to change tool. I get bored of just walking around in circles. And we're walking and we're walking. can't name that movie. Ah, I can picture it. I don't think I can name it. All right. God, only 97%. We must have missed quite a lot. Okay, we missed quite a lot of stars. Ah. We never did this, but it's very dirty. Oh dear. Dave. I think I found what happened to Nemo. They stretched him out into a circle. Oh, we have still apparently missed something on Earth. But I can never see what. Earth's crust. Dear. You thought that was the color? Yeah. I hadn't really realized that was dirty. All right, we need to get back up to the stars. Job's done. Whee! That was a long ass job. All right, what have we got now? We've probably got time to do a streetcar. I have a desire to wash it. Stellar performance. Oh, we do have to do the inside as well. Okay. There's going to be more to that for sure. All right. God damn it. Full-time baker, part-time detective. I've been reading my fan fictions again. Do, 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 do. Alright, I'm sure we would have missed some stuff down here. To get more realism, I feel like there should be no dings or anything to show it's done. You just do what you think is good and you get paid for what you cleaned. And you get dings and rating for what you haven't. You could definitely put that kind of idea into a hardcore mode. I wouldn't play it. I don't think. Alright, we are gonna have to go in, but I think I'd rather do the top first. So there's nobody inside, because if there is, they're all wet now. Hashtag OnlyFans. Do, do, do. No. Alright, Skylight Roof, why didn't you ping? Because I missed that whole big section there. Alright, I think we gotta head inside now. Ew. Let's make sure the electrical panel is nice and clean and wet. Yeah, sneaky. Get up the steps. No smoking and no jumping headfirst onto the steps. Did we get this rail? We did not. Do, 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 do. Da, 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 da. All right. Do these top bits. I got to miss something there. Do, 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 do. I'm sure there's good drainage in a streetcar. And let's just wash the controls. I'm sure this is perfectly safe. It's so clean. Alright, what have we... Get out of the way, you. Please? I want to see my list of shit. Thank you for coming back every time I bring it up, so I can't actually read what that is. It's helpful. Alright, wheel frame suspension. There's the ladder over this side. Nice. That's a clean street car. And that is gonna do it for the day. But we do still have some things to wash. BSA is gonna do it, chat. I hope you enjoyed. Like I said, I will be back on Sunday. Probably with some Dead Zone Rogue runs. Unless we can think of something else to play in the meantime. Other than that, have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you all when I see you all. Bye for now.